Gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Hey, report! Report! Report!
Here's Jackson to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Ritter completes this quickly. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. Off the option, that's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's caught at the 1. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Ritter off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going play action, Ritter. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Ritter with it after the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Higgins, 79 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Lamar changing the look. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, he's got a man
Falcons.
On the set. Edo blue. Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Slide through. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Ritter. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Real quick, ready?
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Quick, yellow. Cut.
Robinson up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run with Robinson. Powers through. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Koo for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Ravens 21, Falcons 17. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third down and 6. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 39-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. Set.
Ridder fires quickly out wide. There he goes, left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down.
Right. Strike. Ready.
Ridder to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Shot, 17.
Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
97. Ready.
Robinson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's Ritter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Koo now for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Ravens 21. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead is already... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set. Ready. Squad red.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, here's Mitchell. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Hill. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Set.
Back to throw, Ritter. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right, in this stage of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 57 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
They run over center with Mitchell. He'll get this down to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Samson Ebukam in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10.
This is caught by Robinson.
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Ready, set. 6, mega. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Blaster, 6. Black shot. Ready,
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 20.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
45. Ravens 21. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
On first down, Ritter.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it.